Hi, this is Rebecca with Maid Central, and in this video, we'll be discussing the build that was completed on Thursday, March 5th, and the new features that came out with that build. This will include assign multiple teams to jobs, assign multiple default teams to service sets, an updated report in the new beta master schedule view, and a few bugs that were fixed. All right, so we just mentioned some of the features that are listed here and also include a capability to import quotes and leads. We mentioned that if you have a import that you'd like for us to do that contains lead information, please notify us via intercom and we'll be happy to get you that spreadsheet so we can complete that import for you. Some bug fixes, the tech dashboard. So when I'm logged in as a technician requesting time off, I was getting an error if I clicked on the calendar. That has been fixed. Also on the daily time clocks tab, we now display the date along with the time so you can see the actual full date and time on that page now. And then MSQ, that's our online booking tool, stands for Maid Service Quote. It was displaying add-on fees such as if you had a fee for a lockout or something of that sort, it was displaying those add-ons. So we corrected that so those don't display. And there was still some problems with zip codes that we have determined and fixed, so that will no longer be an issue either. Okay, the first update we're going to talk about is assign multiple teams to jobs. And what that means is it's great for companies that run solos. If I need team one to help team two, I can easily now assign them to work together on a job. This is also handy for any company per se that may have a huge house that has a deep clean and you need to send multiple cleaning professionals there to get the job done. So the capability to easily assign multiple teams to a job is going to help you do that now. So a couple of things I wanted to look at with you. So you can see here that we still have our total rate that each team has. So you see the dollar amount here, and we've got these five numbers, and I've done the math, and it adds up to our 971. So that number is correct for the total revenue I have on the board for today. What I also would like to do is head over to my revenue production planning report, and that's under reports, and you go to revenue production planning. And I'm just going to update this to show the 13th. So that's going to be our first date that pops up here. And you can see that my numbers match. I've got 971.58 as well for my revenue for the day, along with matching here. So one of the things that I'm going to do is now I'm going to assign a job to multiple teams. So let's go ahead and just take this first job here. And you can see I now have the option to schedule multiple teams to the job. So let's say I want team 2 and team 3 to work on this job. I can save it for just today's job, or I can save it for their future jobs, which is every 2 weeks. I'll also demonstrate that here in just a moment. So this one I'm just going to save for today's job. The system's going to update, and it's now going to add that team to both of my jobs. You can see that it shortened my line because my availability is now being divided by all team members that will be working this job. You can see that the number of jobs stayed the same and my revenue for the day stayed the same. And you can see along the rail here with that change, it's adjusted the amount of the job that each team is responsible. It adjusted our revenue for the day, and it adjusted what our allowed hours are for the day. So for example, it took this job, took the 203.11, divided it by 3, and put 2/3 of it here and 1/3 of it here. Besides being able to do that at the job level, I can also do it at the service set level. So I'm going to go to Susan Smith's job and I'm going to go to the home level of the account, and I'm going to want team 1 and team 6 to clean Susan Smith's house every 2 weeks, every time that I go there. So I'm going to go to her service set and I'm going to edit her service set type. And you can see here I have the opportunity to adjust the default teams. So these are going to be the teams that are assigned to this service set to clean her downstairs every 2 weeks, both every time that this job comes up. So I'm go ahead and save that at the service set level. Go back to my job schedule. Go ahead and give this a quick refresh. You can see I've got Susan Smith on Team 1 and Team 6. Go ahead and go out a couple weeks to the 27th. And since I updated her default, I've now got Team 1 and Team 6 assigned to her cleaning every 2 weeks. Next up, under reports, you can find all reports, and you're going to find the continued build of our beta master schedule. The master schedule is going to help you have a clearer picture on where all of your recurring clients are, your every 2 weeks, who's going on odd weeks, who's going on even weeks, and it's going to help you really manage your schedule. As you can see, I'm in the test environment, so there's not a lot of real efficient things happening here, but you can see that you can scroll through your days of the week and work on getting your schedule perfected as to how you would like for your schedule to look for your recurring jobs and where your holes are at, so you know where you can fill jobs into to be the most efficient that you can possibly be. Okay, switching gears, I just logged in as a technician and wanted to show you one of the bug fixes that happened. Some cleaning professionals were used to being able to click on the calendar versus coming down here and clicking on new request to request their days off. So that functionality is back. So all I need to do is single click in the white section, and I have the capability of being able to select my time off directly from the calendar again. Also, an update was made to the daily time clocks report. So we'll go ahead and switch over there. And you can see here when I click on the clocks tab, I'm able to see the actual date next to the in and out times now. And finally, the last update we made was under company and quote settings. You can see I'm at the add-ons tab. We have the availability to activate fees, so skip fees and lockout fees. And those were showing up on the front end. So you could see those on the online booking tool. So we've made that fix to where those won't be viewable. And we also made a fix to where certain zip codes that were working for particular locations that shouldn't have been showing as available, that bug has also been fixed now. And these are highlighting some of the features and bugs that were added to the new build that came out on Thursday, March 5th, 2020. Thanks.